Hello. Let's see if we actually got the mic on. First time today. Ho ho ho! Merry Christmas. How are we all? Hopefully you can see me and hear me, and just like every other week, I shall ramble incoherently into the camera until someone tells me they can indeed see or hear me. Obviously I look especially stupid this week, but let me know. Who have we got here so far? So we've got Rocky's in, Don Ransom, both thanking me for the calendar. So what they're talking about is the Aquarium Adventures calendar, available for purchase. There's only a few left now, about 10, 15, something like that. Sure we could get more if there was an overwhelming demand for them, but that's what we've got so far. All proceeds are going to charity. Not quite decided which charity yet, but we'll get there. And there'll be an opportunity to win a couple more tonight as well. So what have we got in store for tonight? If you have been here before, you will have heard me go bang on about the Discord server. So up here, hey, got it right first time. There's a link to the Discord server. If you would like to join there, you can have discussions about fish, about equipment, buying and selling, all kinds of random nonsense. But for the last few weeks, we've had one particular channel posting pictures of all the Christmas trees. Some going as far back as October, which really upset some of my children, but you'll see more about that later. And we've had... so I thought I'd run a bit of a giveaway, so we'll do a bit of a giveaway. The winner of the best Christmas tree as judged by my kids will win a goodie bag or something like that. So get you a calendar, get you some foods, maybe a beanie hat or some stuff. You'll win some stuff. So I already know who the winner is, so I won't spoil it. But basically I was going to get my daughter to choose the winner. She went through all the Discord server, looking at all the pictures, critiquing them, but my other kids joined as well, so the three of them were here. And I have to say this up front: if you posted a picture on there of your Christmas tree, I apologise for how harsh they were. They were brutal, absolutely brutal. 0.5 out of 10 that one, Dad, it's rubbish. That's not quite. I was like, oh my god, I don't know if the sensibilities of my YouTube audience can handle that kind of criticism. So we've got that to play. That's a wee video that I recorded earlier on today, so we've got that coming up a bit later on. Some random chat, maybe a few more giveaways thrown in. It's Christmas, it's the time of giving after all. But we'll see if anybody else turns up, because it is Christmas Eve. It's the most exciting night of the year, if you're a certain age. I don't know if you can hear it's getting very warm, so everyone appreciate that now, because I might have to take it off soon, because it's bleeding roasting. So I was on my way to saying things, wasn't I? Yes. So we've got Dawn, we've got Rocky's, Lily Lofts here, Me Witchy Ways, hi all, Gary's in, Nightpot's here already asking how the human's doing, Alex, Vince, Simon's in, Tim's in, Craig, Matthew Fryer, all sounding okay. I can hear you, sound okay, evening off. So that's what we've got. So if you're just joining us, I was just talking about what we might talk about tonight. My kids are still awake, so I have to be very careful what I say. So hopefully you're all done, dusted. You haven't got any more shopping to do. I made the mistake of going out and doing some Christmas shopping today. Well, only food shopping and stuff like that, but I went to Asda. Oh my god, that was a stressful experience. Within about 30 seconds I wanted to murder someone. So I hope you've all got your own version of a tasty beverage and snack, and you can relax with me for the next half hour, 2 hours, whatever it might be. So tonight we're on Heineken, because that's what I bought a couple of weeks ago and I've still got some left. But who knows, I might get some presents tomorrow with some beverages in them. Big fan of Jim Beam, if anybody wants to get them to sponsor me. So that's what I'm having tonight, Vince. Sharpie's in, evening fish nerds. Evening fish nerd yourself. So we might have a bit of a chat about Christmas prep. I've just been putting out the mince pie, the carrot, and the glass of sherry for Santa when he comes tonight. We've made the elves do a double check of the chimney to make sure Santa can fit in and there's no obstructions. I think my youngest is currently setting a trap for Santa by putting down some flour or talcum powder to make sure she can see his footsteps. Confirm he definitely did come in that way through the chimney. It's the first time we've ever had a chimney. Never lived in a house with a chimney before, so you know. All manner of new experiences. Last week we got the chimney swept, and it wasn't a tiny little child, it was a big fat man that came to do it. No offence if you are said big fat man. Who knew? Yeah, I thought they still sent kids up there, but no. You just get a thing and get up there. Yes, so we've got, it's obviously Santa will be coming at some point tonight. Gary's on the brandy, so he says. No, I'm sticking with I've already had several glasses of wine, so you never know, I might start going blah, 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 halfway through this. This is already annoying me, the tinkling. I don't know if you can hear that. So lots of prep, lots of excitement here. I think it's the best time of the year when you've got young kids and they're all super excited. They all stayed up extra late last night to make sure that they could get up extra early this morning to make sure they were tired for tonight and they could sleep. So we've got an agreement that they won't get up before 7, I think. We make this agreement every year, and every year they're in at 5 in the morning or something like that. But that's what it's all about, isn't it? So I'm a big kid at Christmas as well. I love Christmas. I think it's great. I love having kids at Christmas. I love eating too much, drinking too much, just doing everything to excess, and it's completely allowed and nobody can moan at you because it's Christmas. So let's bring that on. Next year we'll do the exact same thing, but it'll be because it's New Year. Hogmanay. So what's been going on this week? I've kind of forgotten the format already. I've had too many drinks tonight. I'll start selling my words soon. I won't though. Oh, hang on. I think we might have... I've just been spending the last half hour wrestling with my GoPro. Nope, that's still not working. Never mind. Fish tank. I managed to get the camera wide enough that we can incorporate the fish tank. I've seen this is one of my earliest presents. So we had the family down last week. We had, I think we were meant to have 14 or something like that, but we ended up having 12 for my wife's family, and that was one of my Christmas presents. I got on the new light up on air sign. Not quite sure where it'll go, but that seems as good a place as any. Yeah, so we had like 11 or 12 or whatever it was, and I cooked for about 30. So I've eaten nothing but turkey. I think Thursday was the first day that I stopped eating turkey for every meal. But of course it might already be Christmas where you're at. As Aussie Aquatic says, it's already started in Australia. You're definitely going to be the furthest away, so we like to have a little competition every week, so you can be the furthest away viewer. So is anybody further away than Australia? I doubt it. Scottish Fishing and Adventure Channel says he's got a new video, or she, might be a she, has a new video at 10 PM tonight, or 1 hour away. Well, tough. You're meant to be here at 10 PM tonight watching this. No, we can't be sending people away from the channel. Who knows, it's Christmas. We might finish early. You can go and watch that if you want. I don't know what Scottish Fishing and Adventure Channel is. Shall we have a look? Or is that not the done thing? When you have a look at your channel, Scottish Fishing and Adventure, it's got Scottish in the title. It can't be that bad. You used to be able to just click on a name and it would show you something, but I'm going to have to actually type it in. Nah, I can't spell Scottish. It's been a great week at work for me, I must admit. Everyone else is on holiday, so I've done nothing all day. All week, really. Scottish Fishing and Adventure. Tenerife and map turtles. That doesn't sound very Scottish. Feeding frenzy, underwater footage, Chinese language. That doesn't sound very Scottish either. I'm beginning to suspect you might not even be Scottish. I'm going to have to watch one of your videos now, aren't I? I'm sorry, I've had a beer. I don't mean to be disparaging. Get with the talking. I want to hear an accent. Definitely Scottish. Right, so I'll stop watching other people's videos in the middle of my live stream, so you can go and watch Scottish Fishing and Aquatics, or whatever it was called, a bit later on. I was in the middle of talking about something. You've thrown me completely now. What were we saying? What have we been doing this week? So work-wise, I've not been doing much. I've still knackered my arm in, so fish room progress is slow, I must admit. We've managed to completely confirm that I am never going to be a plasterer. I can't do anything even remotely near a good job. So I'm now pretending that I meant it to look extra rustic. So I'm just going to paint over it all, make it white, and pretend that I wanted it to be a bit like Artex. So, but I need to finish oh God, even doing that hurts. But I need to finish the inside of so I've done the outside walls. I need to do the inside now. I'm kind of considering cladding it rather than plastering it, just because I think that might look better and fit in with my aesthetic that I'm going for with my big fish tank that I'm going to build in there. But at the moment I can't really, struggling to raise my arm above there. I don't know what the hell I've done to it. But fishy wise, not much has been going on. It's kind of the dead season for me for fishy. Mickey's here. What? I thought there was no stream. I told you there was a stream. Oh, Mickey, you're in for it tonight. I'll come back to that. Anyway, so fish room progress, almost none. No new fish, no new plants, no new nothing. I've kind of not really done anything this week. I've had a bit of a lazy week. So, like I say, that actual work, done nothing because everyone else has been off. Hurt my arm, so I can't really do any plastering. So, we'll catch up with it. We'll catch up with all the actual DIY stuff later or early in the new year. I'm alright with the building of things, but the action of plastering's just that's done me in. And I don't want to blame that because it was already shit before I tried to get it like that. But yeah, I don't know how people do it. So it's obviously a knack. I think it's just getting the mix right with plaster, but who knows. More wattle and daub than plastered then. Exactly. It's not even that. It's past the point of even giving up and calling in a professional, because I can't. It's too embarrassing to have a professional come in and fix this, because I just can't put up with the idea of someone coming in and going, what happened here then? I just thought, oh yeah, there was another guy that came in, he was awful. So I had to get rid of him. Now hopefully you can fix it. But yeah, I'll have to plough on and see what we get on with. But I've had a bit of a set 2 with my, where is it? Not a set 2 as such, but my last video last week we looked at a new test kit, which was the diode probe test kit, which is a spectrophotometer test kit. And I made a video of me trying it out. I'd used it a few times, but I made a video of me trying it out in real time almost. It was just me setting up the camera, getting the test kit out, trying out how it works, what you have to do. I thought I made quite a positive video. In fact, I distinctly remember saying in the video, I like this, or Aquarium Adventures approved. It's a test kit where you put in some water, you put in some reagents, you drop the vial with your water and your reagents into a contraption, press a button, and it goes, spits out a number. The number might be your nitrates are so many parts per million, or your ammonia, or your pH. The tests of the test kit that I'd done previously, and I think this is the main crux of the problem that they had with it. Most of the tests I had done took seconds. They took 10 seconds. What's the pH? Press the button, count to 10. It tells you pH is 6.9 or 7.2 or whatever it might be. Nitrites, I think that took a little bit longer, maybe a minute, something like that. Press the button and a minute later it tells you the number. I happened to choose the ammonia test, and I didn't do this because I thought, I'll get them out on this, I'll be evil. I just happened to choose the ammonia test because I hadn't tested the ammonia in a couple of days on this tank here, which is a fairly new tank, so I should be testing it regularly. And pardon me, and it came up with 20 minutes. And I was like, oh, did not expect that. But it was in the video, so it happened. I didn't say, oh, it's worthless then, let's throw it in the bin. I said, that was surprising. And I got an email from the people this week saying, oh, please take down that video, it's terrible, it's not good quality. I was a bit like, oh, cheeky bastards. It's full HD, I'll have you know. Obviously that's not what they meant. But they kept sending me links to other videos people had made, which were really terrible. These were awful videos of people things weren't even in frame. They cut themselves. Oh, we're hunting. This is ironic. Me telling a story about terrible video making when I'm not even in focus. Let me just press that button. There you go. There's my eyes. Focus on them. Perfect. But these videos were awful, so they weren't in focus. They weren't. Hi from Doncaster, NJW. Hi from Sheffield. They were like cut off halfway through speaking, various things like that. But universally, they said, "No, this thing's fantastic." And I didn't even say it was terrible. I said it was good. I said it was I liked it. I said I'd probably buy it. I think they got a bit upset that I said it looked like a prototype, because it looks like a prototype. It comes in a Peli case, which has clearly been cut out by hand, because it's clearly been cut out by hand. If they don't want me to say these things, don't do these things. It's not my fault it takes 20 minutes for an ammonia test. I didn't do it wrong. That's how long it takes on their system. So he was saying things like, "Well, why did you choose ammonia?" Because it's one of the tests you offer. You agreed to make a video saying that this... No. As always, I never agree to make a video saying things are great. I agree to make a video saying I will review something, and if I think it's terrible, I'm going to say it's terrible. 9 times out of 10, I don't say it's terrible. I just go back to them and say, "I really didn't like this. I don't want to badmouth you in public, so shall we just call it a no-score draw? I'll not make a video, and we'll just never talk of this again." Or, if I say it's terrible, but you could make these changes, what do you think? And then they come back with, "Oh yeah, well that's a good idea." That's my kind of ideal situation, unless it's obviously just brilliant. So we had a bit of back and forth. I've agreed to ignore his request to take down the video. I don't know why he's getting so upset about it though, because I thought the video was fine. I was really quite positive about the way this test kit worked, because it does spit out... The main thing about it is it spits out a number. There's no... is that super orange or mega orange or minor orange? There's no ambiguity in trying to find out what parameter it's telling you've got. And that's all I want. So if you want a HANA checker or something like that, or one of the other test kits that do this type of thing, they're hugely expensive. This one isn't cheap, but it's nowhere near in the realms of those things. And let's say this up front, you do not need this test kit, but if you want a gadget that tells you a number specifically, this is the thing for you. You get to feel like a little bit of a chemist. You get to feel like a little bit of a scientist, twiddling knobs and dialing things in and pressing buttons and displays. And so, brilliant. That's all you want, is a little gadget that does a job well. This could be the thing for you. So I really like it. If you're happy with test strips or the API Master Kit, they also do that really well. It's right in my wheelhouse. Anything gadgety, anything that takes the ambiguity away from the type of test that I have to use at the moment, that's exactly what I'm after. That's what I want. So, like I say, I thought I made quite a positive video about it. And it's as if I'd insulted their mother or something like that, the way they were, "No, you must take this down, you have to take down this video cannot exist on the internet." I'm going, it can, and it does, and it's going to forever, because I'm not going to take it down. Even if I had made a disparaging video, I've got it in writing that I'm not going to take any lead from you over what I say in a video. If I test the product, and I give you my true feelings, or my true opinions of what actually happened. They made me sign all kinds of documents, and not NDAs, but it was like, barter agreements and things like this. But I made them change them, because I said, "No, you're telling me that I can't say what my opinion is." So they changed it, and I'm going to do it again. So they haven't got a leg to stand on legally if they want to challenge these things. And even though they've been a bit of a dick to me, I still like the product, and I still recommend it, and I'm still going to use it myself. I'm going to make follow-up videos on it as well, and I'm not going to cloud the fact that the guy was a bit of an arse. that's been dealing with me. In fact, he sent me a Christmas card now as well, so maybe he's changed his tune. But the reason I bring it up is I want to make it clear that someone in my position who has a small YouTube channel, I often get asked to review products. And by often, it's once or twice a week someone will come up and say, I've got a thing, do you want to test my flux capacitor? It's the next greatest thing in aquarium husbandry. And I'll go, I don't know anything about it, but yeah, sure, I'll send it out. Yeah, no problem, just say all these things. 9 times out of 10, well, not 9 times out of 10, maybe 7 times out of 10, the second email is, that'd be brilliant, tell me where to send it, but can you say all these things? And they'll send you like an A4 sheet of paper with all the talking points. Do you mean this black and white line here, Simon? Yes, we'll discuss that in a minute, or I'll fix it in a minute. But anyway, ignore this for now. But I've no problem with people giving me talking points. So if they want to say our unique selling point is that we don't draw much power, or we do this in a certain way, absolutely fine, happy to cover that kind of thing. But when they flat out tell me I'm not allowed to say what I think of the product and I have to say what they think of the product, I'm like, no, that's not how this works. So that's why I very rarely review products here, unless I buy them myself, because then nobody can tell me what to say. But I very rarely review free products, because I often go back and say, no, I'm not signing up to that, and they'll say, that's fine, we're not sending you it, and we virtually shake hands and walk away. I'm going to have to fix this now, because Simon's pointed out the black line on the screen. Thanks, Simon. Right, how do we fix it? I made a bold claim there that I was able to fix this. And just like magic, it's gone. So that's been my week. We've had emails back and forth, but the last email I got off them was, well, I assume it was Merry Christmas. It might have been F you in Polish, but it seemed to be a Christmas card. But like I say, watch my previous video. This isn't an elaborate ploy to make you go and watch my last video, although do. Watch the last video. It wasn't disparaging in any way, I didn't think. Or maybe I'm wrong. I just didn't get it. I didn't see why it was such a bad deal. Anyway, let's check back in with the chat rather than hear me rambling on about nothing. The governor's dropped in to say Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you. And as Tim says, if you want to grab one of the last remaining 2022 calendars, ta-da! You can visit aquariumadventures.co.uk. So I will be having a bit of a poll to see what charity we decide to support with these. So calendars, we'll sell them at $5.99. Postage, all those things will come off that, and then we'll give the proceeds to a charity. Not sure which charity yet, or good cause. It might not be a charity, it might just be someone I decide, yeah, I like this thing. So this is a dictatorship, it's not a democracy. I will decide at one point, but if you have suggestions, by all means let me know. I must say, it's not going to be a huge amount, so let's not get worried about it too much. I've given away far more than people have bought these. But if you want to buy one and you're not lucky enough to win one, then that's what to do. We'll give one away shortly, so hang around. We'll have a little bit of a giveaway, and we'll give one away. GB, hi guys. Tony Chambers, Merry Christmas. Aussie Aquatics, product reviews are a goldmine for content. They are a bit of a goldmine, but they're also a bit of a curse. A curse and a goldmine. This will be of interest to almost no one, but I'll say it anyway. You get to make certain types of videos. So if you're going to be a YouTuber, you can make a product review or something along those lines, something with searchable tags. So it's a thing where it doesn't do well out the gate. It's not going to be a popular video. It's not going to go viral, but it's the kind of thing someone will search for. So like, I think one of my more popular videos of days gone by has been how to clean an FX5 filter or something like that. You think, who's going to watch that? But there was a load of people clearly who got FX5 filters and had no idea how to clean them, so looked up how do you clean an FX5 filter, and found my video and watched it. How to take care of discus, how to things. So it's the how to or the product reviews. So like my Waterlife Ista 3000 CO2 setup. People have obviously bought that and gone, how does this work? Because the Chinglish manual that it comes with doesn't tell you anything. So they'll search it up on YouTube and they'll find my video and they'll watch it. It's nothing exciting about these videos. It's me going, this is a thing, this is how you work the thing, this is what not to do because you'll break the thing, this is what you must do or the thing won't work. And over time they get views. So in that sense, yes, these things are a goldmine, but they also attract every man and his dog to say, no, that's not how you do that thing, you're doing that thing wrong. So loads of people get bogged down and spend a load of time arguing with people on the internet about whether or not they should be doing these things. I mostly ignore those ones. Well, fine, if you think I'm doing it wrong, make your own video, see if I care. If I am doing it wrong, I'll usually make a comment and go, oh, thanks for pointing that out. So you've got those type of videos which are sleepers. So I call them sleepers because they don't generate views, they just tick along but they never die. Whereas if you make a video go, oh my god, a disaster happened, that'll get a bunch of views at first, and then it'll just drop off completely, and that's it, gone, and it's dead. So the product reviews are good, which is why I like to do them, and I'll often buy things myself to review them, because I can't make the deals with the people because they want me to sign my life away in blood and that kind of thing. So yes, they are good, but they're often boring, and I find it difficult to find ways to make these things interesting. But we'll see how we get on. NJW got my lovely fishy calendar, thank you, Graham, no problem. Tony, Merry Christmas to all. I've done all this, haven't I? Tony's Fish Keeping, Merry Christmas. Tony's Fish Keeping, I just started my fish channel, check it out ladies and gents, I'll be posting all kinds of vids, salt and freshwater puffers mostly. By all means, go and check out Tony's Fish Keeping. Tony, join the Discord server, you can tell us all about your fish... You can tell us all about your fish keeping channel there, and we can even do some hints and tips or ways you can improve it or get more reach out there, all that kind of good stuff. Jabson, just in time for the competition. Shock horror. Only kidding. Anyone else got a black and white line? Black and white line gone, I hope. At some point, customers that have paid full whack will put up reviews. They'll become unstuck if they try to get these taken down. Exactly. Yeah. I moaned about not fitting my fingers in the test hole as well. Yeah, I did make that. Well, they didn't have a problem with that, it seemed. But I thought that was just useful feedback. No product's going to be perfect. And I think if you expect it to be perfect, you're on to a loser straight away. Product development takes huge companies years and years to get right. So what is clearly a 1 or 2 or 3 man band is going to have a lot longer of a trajectory or a history or a roadmap to get these things right. But there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't bad. So I don't know why I was having a problem. So I think constructive feedback should be a given that you're going to do a little bit of that. Slow burn videos do far better over time in my experience. Yeah, of course, they just don't do well straight up, that's it. Right, I said we're going to have a giveaway. We are going to have a giveaway, and then we're going to do the Christmas tree competition breakdown. That's not the word I'm looking for, but we'll stick with it. If you submitted a Christmas tree picture to the Discord server, I apologise now, and you'll see why when I play the video, but my kids were just brutal in their assassination of everyone's lovely Christmas trees. So remember, it's the kids, it's not me, it was my kids. But anyway, we'll do a little bit of a giveaway right now. We're going to do quick fire giveaways because it's a season for giving. We'll do, what shall we do? We'll press the button, shall we? Get Nightbot up. We'll give away a calendar. Everyone wants a calendar. Why don't we try that? So in a minute, let me just show my screen. Hopefully you can see that. Oh no, there's another black line. Simon will be moaning. Sorry. We're going to do... oh no, I can't share the screen, can I? Because if we do random numbers got less likely for Kaylee to win it, and I don't think she's here tonight, so we might be on to a winner. How many people have we got here today? We have 30 concurrent viewers at the moment, I think, and only 21 likes. Come on, people, you know you have to click that like button. So rules: you have to be a person, you have to live in the world, you have to want the thing, you have to click like, you have to click subscribe. If you have just stumbled on this from the internet, welcome, thank you for joining us, but give us a subscribe, will you? If you do, you can play in this competition, and I might send you a calendar or some fish food or both. So first one is going to be a calendar. Alright, so I'm going to ask you to pick a number between 1 and 40, let's say. Pardon me, and in a moment I'm going to ask you to type that number in the chat. And that moment is now. So all you have to do, like I say, be a person, live in the world, want a calendar, like the stream, click the stream, and I might send you a calendar because all my envelopes turned up yesterday. There we go, we've got the numbers coming through. It's only 40, so you've got a good chance, a 1 in 40 chance, some would say. Me Witchy Ways, not close enough. I must admit, I'm kind of hoping you don't win because you said you wanted to buy one, so you know. If you don't win a calendar, you can always buy one. You can go onto aquariumadventures.co.uk. You can buy merch, such as this lovely jumper. This is the pullover hoodie. We've got a winner. Everyone stop typing numbers now. Lily Loft has won the giveaway. The other rule is you have to email me. So you have to email me, graham@aquariumadventures.co.uk. I'll prove it now. Lily Loft is the winner. She's still guessing. You've won. I'll send you one. Stop typing numbers now. Come on, everyone stop. Now we're going to do another quickfire giveaway. This one's going to be a goodie bag. So this will just be some random crap that I find lying about my desk. It might be bags of food. It might be, I don't know, a beanie hat. It could be pot noodle. It could be this pen. Who knows? Don't know what that was. I'm going to do another giveaway now. We're going to do a bit of a beg and plead with you to part with some money for some various things. After that, we'll do the Christmas tree giveaway. We'll have some refreshments. We'll take questions from the floor. But right now, we're going to do another one. Am I still on this one? Yeah, I need to be on the big face. This is for a goodie bag. Same thing again. Numbers between 1 and 40. Go for it. Simon, I'm surprised Kaylee didn't win. I think it's because Kaylee's not here. That could be the only reason that Kaylee hasn't won. Oh, straight in with the winner. Who's won that one? Tony Chambers, congratulations. You have won a goodie bag. I should do that again. Congratulations, Tony. You've won a goodie bag. Right, everyone, stop typing the numbers. Tony's already won. Well done. So both Lily and Tony send me an email, graham@aquariumadventures.co.uk. I should have the ability to put that up on screen. Come on, Graham, you can work this out. Just like that. Ah, damn it. Just like that. Send me an email. Let me know where to send your winnings, and I'll send you your winnings. So I think it's time we have the Christmas tree. So let me show you some. Let me get Discord up. If you haven't already and you are into fishy stuff or just general whateverness, that's not the word I was going for, but let's go with it anyway. This is my Discord server, so you'll see on here we've got everything from introductions, general, live stream topics, creating pictures, fish chat, shrimp chat, equipment chat, plant chat, pond chat, blah, 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 blah. So lots of things. So you'll find an area. If you want to talk about something that's in any way aquatic related, you will find a section to talk about it in there. If you want to talk about anything that's just a random piece of nonsense, you'll find it in general. And we have other kinds of channels for all kinds of stuff, buying and selling, just whatever. In this case, for the last month or so, we've had this channel, which is everyone posting the lovely pictures of the Christmas trees. And today, I got my kids to review said Christmas trees in the way of picking a winner. So I know who the winner is now. But the main thing about this is how brutal the kids were in reviewing their Christmas trees. So, I apologise for the brutalness of the said Christmas trees reviews. Please don't take it too badly. They're just very harsh. I think they get it from their mother, who's behind me, and luckily didn't hear me. You need to come and say hello because we've got matching hats. I was just saying that we've done the Christmas tree giveaway and the kids were extremely brutal. Then they get it from their mother rather than me. So we're going to play the video now of the kids looking at your Christmas tree submissions. It's like 8 minutes long, something like that. I'm just sorry if you went to the trouble of submitting it. Sorry. Right, everyone, we're going to judge the Christmas tree competition on the Discord server. If you haven't checked it out already, please go to the links down below, or one of my excellent moderators will put a link in chat now. You can check out the Discord server. You can see all the Christmas tree pictures, but I'm going to employ my army of elves.
Hi!
Who are going to choose the best Christmas tree, and the winner will get some kind of goodie bag. But first off, we'll have a look through all the entrants. We ready?
Yeah. Okay, this one I would say 0 out of 10.
Not even out the bag.
It's not got anything on it, and it just nothing. No. Now the next one. There's 2 pictures. This one's nice.
What do we think of this one?
Very bright.
It's not very good.
Not
It's
very good.
okay.
What are you talking
it's
about?
okay. This one's very nice.
That
I
sounds
like
even
this
brighter.
one. I'm
Some
gonna
good
give
lights
it
on
a
that one.
5 out of 10.
Well, both of them.
Yeah.
They're both by the same person.
So is that together?
No, you can judge them in.
Okay, this one's 5 out of 10. The glowy, really nice, colourful one, and this one's a 6 out of 10 actually.
Well, Kaylee wins all the competitions, so I guess it's good if she doesn't win this one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they improved it.
This one is.
That's the first one again.
This
What do you
one.
think now?
Could have done better.
It is
Small,
okay.
too
It's
small.
tiny though.
Top ruins it.
Yeah, it's not. I don't even know what that is. It just a bow?
It's a bow with a star.
It should be
No
just
one
a
has that.
star.
No, it's the top one.
Okay, that is 3.
Sure.
Yeah.
3 out of
A
10?
bit better than 4.
4. Okay, this one.
Whoa.
What in the world is that?
It's a Christmas tree.
I can barely even identify it.
I don't think it's a Christmas tree. Let's give that out.
A 7.
I think that's one of the presents. I think this present is so huge, it's
7.
covering up the real tree.
I
So
agree with a 7.
7.
Yeah.
It's cool.
7.
Shiny.
It's
They've
really
got so
shiny.
much stuff in it.
Yeah.
Imagine that toy took like a couple hours to put all this.
Yeah. 7. Okay, and then it's and then we've got this one.
Ooh, they're
It's got fish.
Yeah.
Got the right kind of fish as well, more importantly.
Disgust.
It's
You've
kind of.
chosen to include a fish tank and tried to bribe me with actual good fish.
the Christmas tree though.
At the bottom, just what is that?
It's like a Christmas tree skirt.
Why is it like that? Why is there a tiny bit of snow
Well,
at the bottom?
I like how it's shiny. It's like a traditional Christmas tree.
Yes, and I like the top because it's actually.
And the fish look cool.
Yeah, and the fish look cool.
A
So let
7.
an 8. Let's call it
An 8.
Eight,
Yeah.
eight. There's a little bit better than the last one.
The best so far.
Has everyone got 2 trees? What's going on here?
Why don't we have
They have a
We have
Santa.
3.
That's they got Santa. That
No,
is-
we have 4.
Yeah, the Santa doesn't
This
look like
one
Santa.
is nice, but this one, that one in the world,
What
that
is
is not
Santa?
Santa.
No, that
It's
is
an
Santa.
elf.
It's a dwarf Santa.
Yeah, I
who's-
don't like it. It doesn't.
He's
It's
accidentally put bleach in his washing machine.
yeah. What happened to your nice hat with a nice,
Yeah.
a nice red hat?
What's in the fish tank? What's in this?
Can't really tell.
I can't
No,
tell. It's
algae.
too small.
Algae, yeah, it looks
Yeah,
very
it's
clean.
very green.
It's not
It's
called
very
plants,
green.
it's called
Yeah,
plants.
too green.
Same thing.
I like the
Okay.
tree.
What should we call
Icy.
it? What
I
do we
like
do
the
it?
iciness of the tree. That's
Yeah.
It's an icy tree, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what?
good. A 7.
6.
7, 6, 6,
6.5.
6.5. Yeah, I
6.5. Okay, you get a 0 out of 10. You've not even got a real
It's not
tree.
a tree.
It's a
But-
balloon.
But the snowman adds
He
points.
has made an effort at least.
At least
Got
you
something.
balloons.
You aren't giving up
I'll give you a 1
A 3.
just for the snowman.
A 3.
A 1. This one, this is actually really nice.
Yes, cool.
I'm gonna give it a 9.
A 9?
A 7.
9.
Crazy
7.
talk. It's not even real.
It's not real.
Ours
Alright,
hasn't
6
been
then.
real for the, how I
Ours
was
is
born.
seven.
What, why does this one get a 9?
Because it's
It's just
Beautiful.
6.5 again. 6.5.
Beautiful. Okay.
I like
No,
it.
it's a 6.5.
But what in the what is that a present?
I don't know.
This
How?
It's a 6.5.
6.5.
No way that gets
So
a 9.
someone gives it a
Fine.
9, someone gives it a 6.5.
Okay, let's
Seven.
This
7.
This might
7.
require further deliberation.
Let's 7. 7 now.
7.
Okay.
We have 2.
That disqualified way too early.
Yes.
Way too early disqualified.
Yeah, they've put it too early. That's
27. Who
no.
puts up Halloween month? That is. Why are you putting Christmas stuff on
Wait,
Halloween
That's
month?
before Halloween.
It's all of October is Halloween.
Yes. You need to
Right, let's
put
have a
at
look
least
it.
put
Open it up.
you.
If it was a real tree, is it a real tree?
I don't
First
think
of all,
It'll be full of bottom.
this is some advice. Take all the decorations off and then put.
They put it back
On.
in the attic and then
No,
take
no,
it out again in
no, no.
December.
Keep it out and put loads of scary cobwebs all over it,
Yeah, good idea.
making it terrifying instead of making it
Halloween, Christmas,
like that.
Halloween tree.
It obscures the fish tank as well.
Okay, is this the exact same thing?
I think that's a different angle.
It's a different
Those
angle.
fish.
They got the weird Santa
can-
again.
You got a weird Santa.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's.
You're going to lose points for the weird Santa.
Is it a 0?
Yeah, it's
0.
We're sorry.
0.
Harsh.
Okay,
See on.
let's see this one. What? Why is it so spread it out?
falling
Why does it
over?
look like it's
So,
falling?
I think that must be a real one because obviously it's. I don't know. It's trying to take over the living room.
Yeah. It's got an angel.
It's
Its
6.
head is tiny.
It's a big tree.
It's a big tree though.
6.
It's
It's a
quite.
wide tree.
It's a
rather than
wide
big
tree, but it's not a tall
A
tree.
6.
A 6, yeah.
Oh, I
This-
already know this.
This is like
1,000.
1,000, but we're not really.
This looks as if it might have been put together by someone with really good taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we'll give this
Can't
one
be
a
ours,
million.
definitely not.
It's definitely not ours though. It's
A
definitely
million
not.
out of 10.
Yeah, a million.
10.
Okay, right. Well, let's remember that.
Okay. This one kind of looks like it's got cobwebs on.
I like
How
that.
does it? It's good.
The tinsel looks like
It's got the
cobwebs.
I like
same
it.
8.
It's got-
chain things
and
that
it's
you've
got-
got.
Yes,
yeah.
but why would you
Give
put
it
it in
an
a
8.
tree?
Give it an 8.
No.
That's an 8. I like
That
it.
is an 8.
It's got quite symmetrical tinsel.
See,
Yeah, 8.
I would say 7.
8.
8.
Stop being
7.
hard. You have.
It's a 7. So this one's tiny. Well, it's tall, but it's tiny.
I think they were falling over as they took this one.
Yeah. Is it supposed to sleep in that bed?
No, that's what they've just had a baby.
Oh,
That gives you extra points.
that gives you extra points
No, it
because
doesn't. I
babies
don't
are
like
cute.
babies.
Okay, I think we'll give that
7.5.
a 7.5. I quite like it.
And the baby had points.
Yeah, the baby had points.
What's that, an 8.5 then?
Nah, it's a 7.
Yeah, an 8.5.
No.
8 for 5.
I like
Okay,
this one
this
because
one-
Ian Wright's praying to this tree.
Yeah, good point.
They're sticking to
But
the
I
Christian
just,
themes of
it's just not. It's no. It's like when you put a fake tree in an attic and it all gets squished. And now
You
it's
think it's not been unsquished properly?
yes, because you know
Oh,
some Christian trees, like the ones we've got, they like squish away and you can just open their branches up, and it looks like this is the same thing except they've not
Looks
opened
like
it
you
up.
could use more tinsel or more lights.
Yeah, or
It's a
more.
lot-
I think it's not gonna.
More
Too
something.
green.
More something. It needs more another color. Yeah, it's all red. It's all red really.
We're really bad. We're really really unfair judge.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
the harshest Christmas tree judges I've ever met. I
Well,
must
I'm
say.
surprised about
Oh,
that.
this is very good, but it's not 2022 yet.
They've got the calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously
that.
tried to garner affection.
Yes, I quite like this. I can't really see it all, but I would say
But it
let's give that an 8.
No, it was 6.
There's an awful lot of trees getting 8s here.
6.
6. 6.5.
Six.
6.5.
Right, okay.
I quite
Any
like
more?
the ordinance. Okay.
Last one.
Okay, this one is just
0.
0.
-4.
-4 because why? Why
not a
did you
tree.
get paper or card and just wrap like?
Maybe they're allergic to
Is that your
trees.
moderator?
Can you be allergic to trees?
That's
Probably not.
They've gone to some effort. At least they've wrapped it with fairy lights.
some, not enough.
The other one just had like a balloon.
That's true. Okay.
Good point.
It's,
0.5. No, 0.3.
Right, we're now going to go offline and deliberate and discuss, and we'll pick a winner. So we'll come back.
Bye bye. We have picked 4 people who we like the trees and 3 people that we're gonna give.
We're going to give honourable mentions to 3 of you.
And they are Kaylee, Fabulous Tree, but you've won too many times.
Fair enough.
Paul, we liked your fish more than your tree, so yeah.
Tree was nice, but the fish was
Yeah.
better. Okay.
Tam, it's very symmetrical.
That was Alistair's favourite, but he was overruled by head judge.
So we're all equal.
And then the winner is Rob. Good job, your tree was amazing.
Good job, everyone. See you same time again. This time next year.
but not
Bye.
better.
Bye!
It wasn't better than our tree. None of them were.
Wow. I told you they were brutal. I had second thoughts about showing you that video because I thought, I'm just going to drive people away. So, if you didn't catch that, there were 3 honourable mentions. Kaylee, who I think would have won if I hadn't put my foot in it and said, Kaylee always wins the prizes. That seemed to really put them off you, Kaylee. So if you are here, or if you watch this in the replay, I'm sorry, I probably lost you that one. So you might have won if it wasn't for me. Paul, they liked your fish more than your tree, but it was a good composition. The tree was fine, but you picked the right fish, so that's why you got something in there. And Tam, yours was symmetrical. That was the main point they wanted to get across. There was your tree was symmetrical. You used a paper chain, just like Elizabeth used in her room. And overall winner was Rob. So well done, Rob. You had the best tree, or second best, and you haven't won anything before. So maybe that's why. What can you say? Harsh. That's what I thought. I think I can hear my kids shouting in the background going, we weren't harsh. So yeah, wooden spoon for Scott. Sorry. Alex says, my Christmas tree is a big jade plant this year. Discus Talk has joined us. Evening Discus Talk. You should have put in a submission, Discus Talk. Just having Discus seems to get you into the top 3. Please do this next year. I think we will do this next year. Hopefully I can train a bit of compassion into my children, a little bit of sentiment, a little bit of, don't crush people's dreams when they put all their hard effort, except for Scott, when they put loads of effort into their Christmas trees and you come along and just, what is that? I'm kind of half scared, half proud of them at this point. Is just trying my luck. I never win anything. I'll be buying a calendar from you. Just got to wait until next payday as Christmas has broke me. Oh, well, hopefully we'll have some left for you then. We'll do another giveaway. You get one more chance, no doubt, before we cut the stream. I'm kind of running out of things. Well, not running out of things to say. I've got stuff to do. So I've got some presents still to wrap. I've got some drinks to drink. I've got some crisps to eat. prep. I would call it prep. I've got some roast potatoes to get on the go. I've got a trifle to make. I've got things to do for tomorrow. So we'll probably just do an hour tonight. So let's imagine we've only got 10 minutes left. If you've got any questions you want to get out, please ask me your questions. Otherwise, you just sit and listen to me worry about, are my kids terrible or geniuses? Not quite sure. Cheers. I know Kaylee's not here, but we might get the old Kaylee Wheel of Fortune out to see if we can win some good prizes. Pick on Scott night, is it? It's not, but if you, I think you, where you've gone wrong, Scott, is thinking that doing a terrible tree is better than no tree. I think that's where you went wrong. But you know, I apologise. It was very much me sitting going, should I post this or should I just pick a winner myself and not say anything? Let us judge your tree. We can do that. Yeah, we can do. You can judge my tree. My kids clearly thought my tree was the best. Hello, are you still awake? Do you want to come and give them some? So here's the head judge. Do you want to tell them what you thought of all the trees? Say something nice.
They were very good.
You had to be coerced into saying that, didn't you?
No.
Scott's a bit upset. You know, the one that did the terrible tree. That was just like a bit of paper.
Yeah.
He wasn't the worst though, was he? Because the one that just did the balloons, that was the one.
Yeah, the balloons were absolutely terrible.
Have you been watching this? Is that why you've come through?
No.
Oh, right.
Went downstairs watching a movie.
Yeah, why would they watch me? Right, I think you've got a big fat man with a beard is going to come soon, so you need to be asleep or that will not happen.
Yes.
So, night.
Well, good job, Rob, for winning.
Good job, Rob. He's not on. He's not even here. So you might watch it though.
Watch it. You don't know you've won yet. That'll be a Christmas present.
Right, everyone say night.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye. Yeah. So we were going to show you my tree, weren't we? Let's. We have the technology. I can do this. But remember what you say, she's only 9 and she helped with this. Little face. Hey, there you go. That's our tree. In fact, can I move that out of the way so you can see it a little bit better? Is that better? So that's the tree we got this year. So the first year in the new house we decided to get an actual live tree. This is a 7-foot tree. My wife wanted to buy a 9-foot tree. What you can't tell from this picture is the star is maybe 3 millimeters from the roof, from the ceiling. So I've got no idea what we would have done with a 9-foot tree. But I don't know. I have no design capabilities in my body at all. I thought the shape was quite good. There was a branch here, but I cut it off. So there you go, Ross. You can judge my tree. Alex has an actual question. My goodness. Hang on. I've just read me Witchy Ways comment. What are you doing? Okay. I think you might have had a typo in there somewhere. Still waiting for my 6-year-old to go to sleep before I can do the...
Excuse me?
What?
6-year-old?
Someone has a 6-year-old that's still awake. I know. I've got a 9-year-old that has been told repeatedly to go to bed. My discus has a faint white haze on one of its eyes. I've heard Melifix is best for it, but I don't have any and can't get any. I have an NT Labs ulcer and fin rot on hand if it helps. Right, I have had several beers now, but any product with fix in the name is a fix. You don't need it. It's nonsense. It's the fishy equivalent of homeopathy. Just do big water changes. That's got exactly the same effect as using anything like Melafix or Primafix or any of those kind of things. They don't hurt. They're not bad. They just don't do much either. But if you've just got a little bit of a haze on one eye, and that's the only thing you've got in there, just do some big water changes every day for 3, 4, 5 days, something like that. Generally it will go away on its own. If it's just one eye, it's probably a scrape, it's probably an injury, and some good clean water is what you need to clean that up. So Sharpie says that's a heck of a typo. Yes, exactly, it was. Discus Talk. Melafix doesn't do much other than making the water smell now. Yeah, exactly. It's just it doesn't really do much. And try adding 2 tablespoons per 10 gallons of aquarium salt, 50% daily water changes, adding salt back for the amount of water changed. It's not bad advice. I probably wouldn't go down the salt route quite yet, but again, it's not going to hurt. But the water changes will probably do everything. Is it on steroids? My Christmas tree. 7.5, I'll take that. 7.5, that's pretty good. Alex has a question. I have answered it. Mickey gives me an 8. Well filled out and plenty of decor. Well, I can't take any credit or blame for the tree. That was my good lady wife and daughter who you just saw. They did the majority of that. I think my mum was even here that weekend when we did that. Thank you, Mickey. An 8. Well deserved 8. I will send myself a prize. Scott says anything with fix in the name is basically tea tree oil. I think that is pretty true, actually. I think it's because I did a big rescape, so I took out all of the water out and put some fresh stuff in. I think my tap water have loads of nasties for fish. I mean, eye injuries, they're fairly common in fish. Even if they lose eyes, that's not that bad. That's a terrible thing to say. It's not that bad for a fish. But I've seen some horrific eye injuries that have completely healed and they haven't lost sight. But even if they lose an eye, one of my oldest fish had only one eye for most of its life. And it was fine. So just keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on it. Make sure that you're keeping up on your water changes. You get your water parameters good and clean, and it should make a recovery. If not, get on Discord, post some pictures of what's going on. Be prepared to answer some questions, because people will ask things like, what are your water parameters? And fine is not an answer. You need to have actual water parameters. Because that might, and it's not just to be a dick, it's about making sure we give you the right advice. If your pH is really low and we suggest something that would only work with high pH or vice versa, that's a terrible example, but you know where I'm going with this. We need to know what we're dealing with before we can give you some good, helpful advice. My 5-year-old's still awake, high as a kite. Yeah, my kids, we had friends over last night. We had a curry night. They tried to stay up as late as possible, so I think the daughter and the son were up until midnight, and then up again at 7 o'clock in the morning, running around all day trying to get themselves as tired as possible, because they're just like, I'm so excited. They might explode. So they've been trying to tire themselves out and make sure that they can get to sleep tonight. It's obviously going down great, since it's almost 10 o'clock and they're still both awake. But I'm sure they'll be fine. Scott's giving me minus 50. Well, mine was an actual tree and everything. How can you give me minus 50? I think that's just sour grapes. Discus Talk says water parameters are perfect. That's your pet peeve. It was mine for a long time, but I can see why they do it, because it takes a lot longer to type out ammonia 0, nitrate 0, nitrate 10, pH this. But for everyone that's doing that, until we know who you are, so for instance, if I go on my Discord server and say my water parameters are perfect, people will probably give me the benefit of the doubt because they know me, that I know what perfect is. I've seen people say my water parameters are perfect, and people politely ask, could you just tell me what they are, what the numbers are? And they go, well, ammonia's 2 parts per million, nitrate's 1 part per million. You go, that's not perfect. So, as Sharpie's Fishing Phantom says, I make a point of saying the parameters are fine. Yeah, because it's a double-edged sword, that one. But until you can be trusted, no, that's probably the wrong way to put it. Until you know what you're on about, as well as you, this might be the first time you've met me. You don't know what the hell I'm on about. It might be the first time I've met you. Why would I trust you saying something's fine, whether it was water parameters or anything else? You never know. It just helps a little bit. Did I miss a question? I've just seen Mickey post a link to Big Doug. I'm going to treat myself to a Christmas gift in the sales. I fancy getting some racking that can hold a 200 litre per shelf. Any recommendations? Follow Mickey's recommendation, Big Doug. I'm not sponsored by them. They did tell me to give them a shout. We might do something in the future, but I've used Big Duck racking for, it's got to be close on 10 years. It's fantastic stuff. The only thing you need to be careful of is the racking is the thing that has the strength. It's not the shelves. So if you buy an aquarium, you need to make sure the footprint of the aquarium is hovering over the steel part of the racking rather than in the middle, because it's I almost went into the unladen weight of the African swallow versus the European swallow. No, it's the weight distribution has to be over the strong parts, so that's the steel frame rather than the chipboard shelf. So they're perfectly strong and stuff. So they can hold lots of small tanks in there, but if you get them wet, they will just disintegrate and everything will fall through. But if you have, if you get the right racking for the footprint of your tank and make sure that has over the metal bits, I hope this makes sense. I have had several beers now, so I could be talking nonsense. Make sure you go for the over the metal bits rather than inside the frame. You should be fine. And it's great stuff. Discus Talk said, I wish my water parameters were perfect. Yeah. Sometimes I want to go onto Facebook groups and just say, my water parameters are perfect. Because I don't get to say it that often. I'm often fighting something. Just so someone will say, whoa, what do you mean by perfect? 0, 0, 0. Haha, totally cycled as well. Nah. Warm and wet, says Sharpie. That's you. You're asked about my parameters. I say warm and wet. I like that one. Yes. I think the biggest mistake people make, says Mush, is to use aquarium salt. There's no need for it. Well, I don't think there's no need for it. I think it's often used as it's a bit better than doing nothing. Let's stick some salt in. I've also never really understood aquarium salt. I can never get a straight answer. What's the difference between aquarium salt and something else? Any other kind of salt? Maybe someone out there can help me with this. Why is there such a product as aquarium salt? I know with like marine salt, for instance, it has lots of other additives and buffering agents and all these other good things in there. But isn't aquarium salt just salt? I don't know. Mush, look up Dr. Ruth Francis Floyd. She has done papers on the many excellent uses for salt in freshwater fish. Yeah, I mean, like I say, I think there are good things you can do with salt that will help. That's probably not relevant here, but Epsom salt baths have helped me out many a time. But salt does do things. It does have effects, so you can get something from it. I've got some good old Lego, said Alex, for Christmas to treat myself. I don't think we've got any Lego coming in this house this year. Thanks for answering. Have a Merry Christmas. No worry, dyslexic. I had to read that twice. You made me work for that one. I painted all my shelves with weatherproof gloss paint. Weatherproof gloss. Oh, I can't say that word. Weatherproof gloss paint. Mickey's given £10 actually, for whatever charity he's chosen. So that's a good point. So anybody that buys one of these, we're going to give profits are going to go to a good cause. I'm not sure what the good cause is. It might be a proper charity. It might be some cause that I support, or whatever it might be. So any super chats tonight, any profits or purchases of the calendar, I'll pile them all up. I'll be completely transparent. I'll show you everything, make sure I'm not dodgy or anything like that, and we'll choose a good cause and we'll send it to that. If you have any thoughts on what that good cause might be, I had one in mind. The reason that I've been a bit cagey about this is I had one in mind. It was a charity in Sheffield here where they use aquariums to, I'm trying to carefully choose my language after having several beers now. It's a mental health charity where they have a few sites and they have aquariums, and it helps people out because they can come to these day centres almost and just chill out, basically. Look at the aquariums and play with the fish. And I have a great belief that aquariums are brilliant for mental health. I have quite a stressful job sometimes, and the benefits of me being able to spin round. So this is, if you don't, I've said this a million times before, but if you're new here, this is where I work. This is my workstation. I'll sit here and I'll work all day, and if it just gets all too much for me, I can just spin round and stare at my fish tank for 10 minutes, and it just, I'm not going to murder anyone. I don't need to go on a killing spree. Everything's fine. And I think everyone can benefit from that. So, but it's disbanded. So that's a long way of me saying it's all disbanded. But I'd like to find some kind of cause like that, or just, I don't know. It might be helping out some good people in the hobby. I was thinking about donating it to our moderators, Callum and Courtney, who have just had their first kid, a young couple. So that might be helpful for them. They've done a lot for the hobby, or for joining me up with Fishman Aquatics. So that might be one avenue we go down. It could be just some kind of random homeless charity. I think that's a ridiculous thing that we have homeless people in this day and age. So I'd like to help them out. But so if you have any ideas or any suggestions, I'm not saying I'm going to do it necessarily, but I will definitely consider it. That's where we're going with that. So the other things that I was going to ask you is, as it's Christmas, if I'm going to be doing some giveaways, and we will do one more giveaway before we finish for the evening, I want something from you. I want your super chats. So we're going to give the super chats to good causes tonight. I want you to go and help out the small businesses that I like to support. So we've got Fishman Aquatics. It's a physical fish shop in Oldham. They also have a website, so you can go and check out the website. You can get a discount code for anything that you want to buy off that website just by being an Aquarium Adventures subscriber. I think it's 15% off, something like that. But just head over to their Facebook page, give the Facebook page a like, give them a follow, comment on some of their posts. Just say, oh, Aquarium Adventures sent me that. It's Fishman Aquatics. In fact, let's look it up together. It's tough times for a business these days. It's got your coronavirus and all those good things. It makes it hard to do anything. Not least run a shop that's very difficult to run, because the business is hard to run as well. So, and I mean that like all small businesses, all fish shops, they're all a dying breed. So go over to Fishman Aquatics, give them a like. There you go, there's Callum, one of our moderators, with his little new baby. Give them a follow. Just commenting on the page, it doesn't cost you anything, it helps them out. If you want to, go on the website and buy something. Use my code to get some money off that. Another one is Sustainable Aquatics. It's a shop based in Rotherham. I just like the ethos that they have. They are doing things where they can stand by the business decisions they make. So they purchase fish that are from sustainable sources. They support sustainable collections. They don't just use the mass-produced tat that a lot of lesser fish shops, shall we say, use. They're just really passionate about what they're doing there. So again, another one that so in fact, let's search them up. They're in Rotherham, so these are all going to be things that are kind of nearish to me. So this is sustainable. This is one of the things I really like. They've got these blackboards above all the fish tanks. I don't know if you can see that. No, you can't because my stupid face is in the way. Right, hang on. Let me just sort this out. Let's try that again. Right, so you see that they've got this kind of central island where they sell all the fish, and above each tank they have just a little bit of information, and it changes every week. Not that I go every week, but every time I go in it's different, and I've only been a handful of times, I must admit, but they told me that they do keep on top of this, and they post regularly on Facebook, and it does look to be different each time. So it'll be things like, oh, this is the type of water that they're from, this is the areas that they live in, this is what they like in terms of substrate, or this is the food that they like, or we've been feeding them on this, or this is the pH we keep. So it's really good things. So Fishman Aquatics, Sustainable Aquatics. If nothing else, just go over, leave a comment on one of their videos, click like. It doesn't hurt you, it doesn't cost anything. Just tell them Aquarium Adventures was talking about you. This is a nice picture, or this is a nice video, whatever it might be, just something along those lines. Help them out. If after doing those two things you still have more clickability in your finger and you want to do more, by all means go over to the Aquarium Adventures Facebook page and then click on that and say, yeah, I like this, because it all helps. But they're the main ones that I want to do about it. So let's catch up. So Mickey, Super Chatty, £10, that's great. We'll stick that in the pot for whatever charity or good cause or whatever it might be that we decide to use it for. I think at the moment that takes the pot up to about £12. Sodium chloride is sodium chloride. Additives make the difference. Exactly. Yeah, but aquarium salt doesn't seem to have any additives other than a box that says aquarium salt. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. Aquarium salt has a better name than table salt, so people pay more for it. Yeah. Epsom salt is not salt, it's actually magnesium sulfate. I thought I was stumbling into that trap that I set myself there, because I knew that Epsom salt's probably off topic when we're talking about salts. There's a sneeze coming, I can feel it. Okay. Iodine and anti-caking agent. I would say I've heard this before a few times. Anti-caking agents in aquarium salt or table salt. If it's pure salt, it's the same thing. But I've compared the back of like API's aquarium salt with normal salt. There's no difference. I may well just be doing it wrong. Google says the difference is anti-caking agents. Yes. I think the mental health charity using aquariums is very channel relevant. It has to be something you believe in and support yourself. Yeah, but they're just not going anymore, so I can't use that one, unfortunately. A charity I support is Models for Heroes. They donate models, etc. to former servicemen and women struggling with mental conditions. It does the same thing as staring at a fish. Yeah, that's one I'm happy to look into. You mentioned once that mussel is bad for discus. Why is it considered bad? It's very high in thiaminase, which is how do we explain this? So there's been lots of studies done and investigations done into fish with high thiaminase content or thiamine content being very bad for lots of fish that eat it. So it can cause, in discus specifically, it's been linked with whirling. So if you've ever seen a discus do and then smash into the side of the wall or smash into an ornament or something like that, or just see it freaking out, that's usually because of thiaminase consumption and all kinds of I can't remember exactly I'm like 6 beers deep at this point. I can't remember the exact nature of the things that it's going on about, but it's that basically. It's the high thiaminase content that's just bad. It affects their livers, it affects their internal organs. There's lots of papers written about it, so rather than listen to me try and half remember something, go and look them up. Full of toxins and parasites, Alex. Well, yeah, not so much the parasites, the thiaminase being the toxin, I guess. But they can be full of parasites as well. So I guess. Do sustainable ship? They sound like my type of shop. I don't think they do ship. You would have to go and have a look at their website or their actual shop. It's worth a visit. It's only a small shop, but I've always been pleasantly surprised when going there. Oh, Simon Harding has become a member for 15 months. I don't know how you've done that, but thank you. And given a super chat for $8.99. Excellent. Mickey wonders what that option was. I guess we're going to see Mickey do this. There we go, down in the bottom. Thank you for your super chat. So that's another $8.99 into the pot. So apparently there's an option somewhere you can click and it will do things. Mickey is on a shopping spree on Fishman Aquatics. No, well, that's Christmas. Everyone gets a little bit extra money at Christmas. Go and spend it there. Why not? So I think I've done everything I wanted to say tonight, so I'll give you a couple of minutes. Get your last final questions before I start Christmas prep. I've got some roast potatoes to go and start boiling. What else I've got to do tonight before I go to bed? I'm going to try and do all my peeling tonight. I'm the chef here at Aquarium Adventures Manor, so all the food falls on me. I've already taken the turkey out the freezer, so that should be defrosting. I'm just trying to think what else I need to do. I'm going to do as much veg prep as I can tonight because I just can't be doing with it tomorrow. Need a few things. I'm willing to pay the postage to support good people. Oh, remember, there is a discount code as well out there for in fact, I should probably know what it is, shouldn't I? Because anyone that subscribes to Aquarium Adventures can get the discount code. You don't need to be special in any way. Can I find it? Take off that in case I show something. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I look for this. Trifle. Oh, that's well done. Thank you, Simon. You reminded. I'm going to try a new thing. So I'm going to do a normal trifle, obviously, but I'm also going to do a mince pie trifle where instead of the sponge fingers, you use mince pies. I'm going to give that a bash. Sounds disgusting, but also kind of delicious. We'll try that. Where do I need to look to find this bleeding code? Where is the code? It's got to be around here somewhere. This is where we need Callum and Courtney, so they can tell us what the code is. I think it's just something like 15 off or something like that. Come on, you can do it, Graham. Oh, I know where it'll be. Hang on. If I look up Reese, there we go. Oh, Fishman Aquatics also sells my food, so if you go there in person, you can buy some of my food in person. That's not why I'm recommending them. Come on, you can get there. This makes interesting viewing, doesn't it? Man looks up old Facebook messages. If I come back to the chat and 5 people have told me what the code is before they find it. Yeah, there we go. So I shall paste this into the chat. For 15% off everything, that includes fish tanks, all that kind of stuff. AA Live, and that gets you 15% off everything. Craig Thompson's been a member for 13 months. Thank you very much. I suppose I should do a bit of admin. If you want to join the channel, you can. If you join as a hero member, you get a 10% discount off anything on the website, as well as just joining gets you a load of extra emojis, access to these imaginary videos that I release all the time, but only to members. It's never happened. I will start putting out more content in the new year. Once I get my arse in gear, we'll get there. But yeah, it's just, you help out. All goes towards making these videos. As no one will send me stuff for free to review, I have to buy it all. So, you know, every little helps. Did you remember to put the sprouts on? I can't put the sprouts on quite yet. Discus Talk, I'm not sure how I found you, but I'm glad to. Well, we're glad to have you, Discus Talk. Discus being, well, if you're new, Discus Talk, you have stumbled across a little bit of a goldmine, because that's my favourite fish, and I will not be told that any other fish is any better. It's the best fish going. So I'm happy to talk about discus anytime you want. Mince pie trifle sounds like something I try. Well, it's something we're going to try tomorrow. So I'll take some pictures and give you some feedback and see what we think of. Yeah, AA Live. If you want to go on Fishman Aquatics, AA Live. There's no code for Sustainable Aquatics, unfortunately. Just the Fishman one. But every little helps. Right, I think we've almost got to the point where people have stopped asking me questions. So I'm just getting a message in from there. So, click the clickable things. Go and like the Facebook pages, send them messages, leave comments, because that really helps out. And small businesses are struggling at this time of year, especially aquatic shops. That's got lighter all of a sudden. Go on my Facebook page if you don't mind. Give me a like, give me a follow. There's a group, there's a Discord. That's probably where we've got most traction, is get us on Discord. I have it up most of the time. I know I don't always reply to everything very quickly. But yeah, well, last couple of questions. What do I want for Christmas? A 3D printer, but I'm told I'm not getting one. No, I think I'm getting a Soda Stream, just to take me back to my youth. I found out that Soda Stream started making Pepsi Max flavoured Soda Streams, so hopefully that's what I'm going to get tomorrow. I have got a little bit of money put aside as well, so I might go and treat myself to a few new discus when I get Big Tank set back up again. But yeah, that's where we're going so far. Aquarium Adventures. How do I get neon tetras to school or shoal around rock work rather than sitting about? There's an interesting question. I've never thought about training tetras to not just sit about. You're probably going to have best luck if you just get rid of them altogether and replace them with rummy nose tetras, because they do a lot better at swimming around, schooling and shoaling. Congo tetras, if you can get a big enough tank, if you want to stick with tetras, they might do that. I've always found neons to be a bit like, I'm here, especially if you're keeping discus as well. They will become lunch at one point. Cardinals will be a better bet, but again, they don't school shoal like you probably want them to. I don't know if you can train them. Maybe you could get something that wants to eat neon tetras to chase them. You train that one? No. Neons for me anyway, I don't know if this is completely true for everyone, but for me, neons have been a bit of a scattergun approach to fish. They just kind of, they're everywhere. They don't necessarily school and shoal, whereas rummy nose tetras 100% do. They will patrol your tank. I missed that somewhere. Where did that go to? Simon says, I'm unsure if you can train fish to do that. Yeah, I'm not sure how you would get that done. Joe's Shrimp Shack has turned up just in time to say goodbye. Sorry about that. I've been interested in Soda Stream. Yeah, well, I had one when we were a kid. I'm assuming the technology has moved on somewhat and there's no chance of it exploding and killing everyone. But if I can make Pepsi Max without buying 10 million 2-litre bottles constantly. Got my discus from Simon at Just Discus, would definitely recommend. Well, someone had to recommend them. Simon and I didn't see the eye to eye, I must admit. But yeah, plenty of people seem to be happy with Just Discus, so, not one I would recommend, but go for it. Something in a predator will get them schooling up. Something to be nervous of. Yeah, exactly. Maybe get something that'll eat neon tetras, but then again, discus will eat neon tetras, so they should already do that. Penguin tetras, Gary has mentioned there, they school really well. I've never kept them, but a few people have said that to me. So worth a try. Simon says, spot on, thanks, Merry Christmas, I'm off to play Santa. I think I'm also off to play Daddy Elf. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you all the super chats, all the help with all the people that I've told you to go and click on the clickers. If you want to, are they streaming? Mipple Street Aquatics has changed their name, haven't they? Let's see. So if you want to carry on your fishy journey, get on the Discord server. You can chat with us. Pardon me. You're 2 minutes away from Corvus Oskin, so you can go and say Merry Christmas to Joel. I can't remember what Maple Street Aquatics is called, so let's send everyone over to Corvus. If you want to carry on the fishy live streaming, go over there, say Graham sent you, say Aquarium Adventures sent me, say hello, say Merry Christmas. We're spreading a bit of love to everyone, a bit of Christmas cheer. But for now, I wish you all a Merry Christmas, and we'll see you on Hogmanay. We'll all get pissed together. No, let's not say that. I'm sure I'll get banned from YouTube or something like that. But thank you for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.